From the silver screen, Burt Lancaster. From TV and movies, Lonnie Anderson. From 227, Marla Gibbs. From the gridiron, Dick Butkus and Bubba Smith. From comedy stardom, Steve Lancaster. From Falcon Crest, Apollonia. From Who's the Boss, Tony Danza. From Hollywood Wives, Jackie Collins. And from the center square, Dom DeLuise. They are the new Hollywood Square. And here's your host, John Davidson.
Thank you, Shadow Stevens. What a voice he has. Welcome to the new Hollywood Squares. Hello, stars.
Hello, John.
You all look so nice sitting there in your nine-some box. You're about to meet two very clever people. On my left, an aerobic instructor and a waitress from Sausalito, California. Her name is Carla Meeks. Hello, Carla.
Hello, how are you?
Welcome to Hollywood Squares.
Glad to be here.
Oh, you have a nice grip there. That was very nice. You're an aerobics instructor. Have you ever had the fat content of your body tested by dipping you in water? What percentage of your body
It was
is...
more with the pinchers, not the water.
What kind of guys are in your aerobics class?
No, this was years ago.
You put your body in water and you can tell. We'll talk later about that. Good luck on the show,
Thank you
Carla.
very much.
On my right, this handsome man is a high school teacher from Newark, New Jersey. He's Steve Warren. Welcome, Steve.
Thank you, John.
Steve teaches... What do you teach?
I teach physics to 10th and 11th graders.
Physics.
Yes.
You have
Difficult
physics and physique. Two people here trying to make some money. Good luck on the show today,
Thank
Steve.
you.
The object of the game, of course, is simply win tic-tac-toe. 3 squares across, down, or diagonally, or to acquire the most squares you can. The winner of each game will receive $500 in cash and something new on the Hollywood Squares. Whoever wins the most money at the end of the show will have a chance to drive away in one of these beautiful automobiles. Great Foster going backstage. Steve won, so Steve will start. Remember, the way you gain a square is by determining if the celebrity is giving a correct answer. Steve, pick a star.
Okay, I'm going with Dom DeLuise in the center square.
Dom, producer, director, actor, bon vivant.
And I've never been tested for fat in the water. Once because after they put me in the tank, all the water was gone.
No. I swear that's a true test.
I believe you, John.
Yes, okay.
John, sure.
Here's your question.
Yes.
In ancient Rome,
Yes.
if you saw a group of men jumping around without a stitch of clothing on, what were they probably doing?
If there was no grapes under their feet, they were just having a nice time. I would say that they were praying to the rain god.
Praying? Yes, yes. Praying to the rain god, Steve.
I will agree.
No way, Slick.
Agree?
Praying to the rain god in nude? No, they were exercising.
I just make up the answers. I don't make up the questions.
No, they were exercising. They used to exercise in the nude, apparently. Circle gets a square. Carla, over to you. Pick a square.
I think I'm going to go with Lonnie.
Lonnie, way up in the top. Hello, Lonnie.
Hello.
We're looking forward to your movie of the week this week.
Thank you, John.
According to the Love Book for Couples, there are certain things a woman should never, never do. What's at the top of the list?
Point and laugh. No, wait.
Yeah, that's probably at the top of my list.
Something a woman should never do.
I think seriously you should never say I told you so.
Interesting answer,
Yeah.
Carla.
I'm going to agree.
Yes, I never told you so. I never say I never. Well, yeah. Put a circle there. Steve, over to you.
Okay, I'm going to go with Burt Reynolds to block.
Good thinking, big guy. Burt,
Yes,
welcome to the show.
thank you.
Nice of you to come by. And
I slept here last night.
Your shoulders are bigger than I ever saw them
Oh,
before.
I like this box.
Yes. True or false, Burt?
Yeah.
For 3 years after his death, listen carefully, the wife of a 15th century Spanish nobleman, the nobleman was Henry the Handsome, she continued to sleep next to her husband's body for 3 years after his death. True or false?
That was in the 15th century?
Yes.
That was Dr. Ruth who went to that. I think that's silly enough to be true.
Silly enough to be true, he says, Steve.
I think it's still enough to be true, too. I'll agree.
You got it. X gets a square. Very nice. Good luck. He stopped you there, Carla. You got to go another way. Pick a square.
All righty, I'm going to go with Dick and Bubba.
Dick and Bubba. How did we ever fit you two guys into that booth? That's
We're
good.
in. We're
Is it
in.
a little tight in there?
We do aerobics, too.
Dick and Bubba. In the United States, 25% of all bank robberies take place in a certain place. Where?
Banks.
Would we ask that simple a question?
What was it again?
25% of all bank robberies take place in a certain place, according to our research. Where is it?
Chicago. Chicago, Illinois.
You say Chicago, Carla.
I'm going to agree.
You disagree.
I agree.
You agree. You should have disagreed. It is Los Angeles. No, X gets the square. Over to you, Steve. Good game. Pick a square.
Okay, I'm going to Apollonia.
Apollonia. Apollonia.
No, that's right.
We've enjoyed you so much in Purple Rain with Prince. This is for the win, though. Let me get down to business. According to a prominent psychiatrist, a woman can strengthen her relationship with a man by giving him what?
Tender loving care.
By giving him what?
Tender loving care.
TLC, tender loving care, Steve.
She looks like she's telling the truth. I'll agree.
She may look like she's telling the truth, but the answer is compliments, according to our research. Compliments. So, circle gets the square and got the block. You blocked yourself. Over to you, Carla.
Okay, I'm going to go with Steve Landsberg.
Good thing.
Thanks, Carla.
Steve, way up there on top. How are you today?
John. Hi, John.
Better yet, who are you today?
I don't know yet.
You're
John.
always a different
It's
person.
early, John.
This is to win. Steve, a certain group of people...
I don't believe you're asking me these questions.
Yes,
Go ahead.
this is what I do.
Go ahead, John. Go ahead.
A certain group of people consider it a sign of politeness to spit at each other. Who are they?
The Supremes? I know a lot of people that do that, John. I don't know. Say,
They spit at each other, and it's politeness. And
they spit at each other.
yeah, it's a cool thing to do.
Perhaps Australian Aborigines.
Australia, yes. Carly, he says Australian, but you can hear him. You know what he says.
I'm going to agree.
You agree?
Why?
I agree.
No, it is Maasai warriors.
Oh.
So, X gets the square, and you blocked yourself. Good game. Steve, over to you.
Okay, I love Marla Gibbs. Let's try her.
We all love Marla Gibbs. Hi, Marla.
I love you too.
She's Mary now in 227. Quote, in the struggle for survival, Marla, the fittest win out at the expense of their rivals. Who said that?
Florence, talking to George. Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein, Steve.
I'll disagree.
Good for you. Charles Darwin. X gets the square. And, oh, good. Okay, Carla, back over to you.
Okay, I'm going to go with Jackie Collins to
Very
block.
nice. Jackie Collins. The writer of so many sizzling novels. The card is sizzling out of my hand, Jackie.
Right.
Marlon Brando says he plays with his every night
I beg your pardon?
to help, what's he say?
His what?
Well,
Oh, you
that's
want
what
me
I'm
to
getting
tell
at.
you?
To help him fall asleep and to have better dreams. My question to you is, what does he play with?
I think I've written this theme, John. I think it could possibly be his telescope.
His,
Sort of goes
his
up and down.
telescope, Carla. To be for the block.
I'm going to disagree.
Good for you. It's his computer. His computer.
Oh.
Yes.
Printed by-
Circle gets the square, and it's over to you, Steve. The most number of squares wins it. $500 is at stake here. I would assume you'd pick Tony Danza.
I'll take him, yeah.
Tony, we've all tried not to pick you
It's
today.
coming
We
down
have
to
pick
me.
you. Yes. It's all down to you, big guy.
I'm ready. I thought I was wood here for a while, but okay.
You might still be. We'll find out.
Yes, we will.
In 1985, Tony, New York State became the first state to require by law that teenagers do this in their car.
Get out of the back seat.
No, no. What is it?
Really thought that was it. Did something else?
Something they require to do in their car.
Teenagers.
85.
Seatbelts.
He says seatbelt, Steve. If you get this right, this is for the game. You'll have the most squares.
I'll agree.
You got it! $500. X gets the squares. Won the game. All right. Steve, you have $500. Carla, nothing yet. But right after this, we play our secret square game. Stay with us, everybody. We'll put Carla on the scoreboard right after this. We'll be right back. Squares. Game number 2 is always our secret square game. The player who chooses that square could win this. Shadow.
We'll fly you and a guest from Los Angeles to Jamaica for a week's stay at Sandals, Jamaica's popular all-inclusive luxury resort. You'll enjoy unlimited water sports, tennis, and nightly entertainment. Meals and beverages are included in this total vacation furnished by Sandals if you win the secret square.
Thank you, Shadow Stevens. Let's reveal our secret square to our home audience only. Steve, pick a star.
Okay, I'm going with Dom DeLuise in the center square.
Here's your question.
And here's my answer.
It is true that is it true that a large-sized whale needs at least 3? I just read them. A large-sized whale needs at least 3 tons of food a day.
That is true. Because sometimes after you eat all that food, you have gas and you get to Japan before you know it. So my answer is yes. They eat 3 tons? 3 tons of food? I say no.
No.
I say no.
He said no.
You can't eat that much without...
He says no, Steve.
I'm going to disagree.
Good for you. The answer is yes, Steve. Yes.
So I was wrong, but he got the point.
That's right.
All
That's
right.
important. X got the square. Carla, over to you. Pick a star.
I'm going to go with Marla.
Marla Gibbs from 227. Hi, Marla.
Hi.
Lionel Richie says he wants to wake up every morning with a new one to face. A new what?
A new day. I would say challenge.
Challenge. Good answer. Challenge, Carla.
I'm going to agree with that.
Good for you. Marla knows about these things. Yes, challenge. Circle gets a square. Over to you, Steve.
Okay, I'm going with my favorite rock star, Apollonia.
Apollonia. You just found a bird in hand. Soon you will get to intercourse. And shortly after that, you will come to paradise. Where are you?
Why, of course, might the London Theatre.
The London Theater. Steve?
I will agree.
No way. Those are all towns in Pennsylvania. Circle gets the square. Carla, over to you. Pick a star.
I'm going to have to go with Burt.
A lot of people would like to do that. Burt?
Yeah.
Burt, we have a visual clue for you. Are you ready? Will our visual clue please enter?
Hello, John. Oh, my goodness.
Burt, here's your question.
Yes.
Even though it can bring an...
Don't I get to say anything at all?
We're going to talk...
Didn't you people all drive here tonight? Didn't they send a limo?
We're going to talk to our visual clue a little later.
Certainly, John. God, Emmanuel Lewis has grown.
Even though it can bring about an occasional blister, this man you see before you does something as often as he can and openly admits it brings him tremendous pleasure.
Well,
Is that correct? Visual clue?
It's cleared up his complexion, too.
Sir, is that correct?
That
Do you do
is
something?
correct. That is true. Sometimes you use 2 hands, but as you get older, you find that it's easier and you're more effective with 1 hand.
Which one? Which
one.
hand?
My right hand.
His right hand, Burt. What is that he does?
Well, I know that John is in terrific physical shape. I saw him once walking on the beach. Marveled. I just marveled. I also know that he's a tennis freak, so I will say tennis.
He says tennis, finally. Carla?
Oh, sorry, John. Didn't mean to take up any time.
Burt says tennis, Carla.
I'm going to agree.
She agrees. Johnny, what is the answer?
That is true. Tennis.
Johnny Carson, thank you for being such a good special guest on our show. Johnny Carson was here today on the Hollywood Square. No, you don't gets a car. Moving right along, Steve, it is your turn. Pick a star.
I've got to go with Jackie Collins to block.
Jackie Collins for the block. Jackie, our president, Ronald Reagan, of course,
Yes.
has just called it the focus of evil in the world. What was he referring to?
Dynasty 2, the Colbys.
The focus of evil.
Russia. I think it's
Russia. Steve.
I will agree.
Good for you. X gets the square. Very nice. And you have the block. Carla, over to you.
Well, I'm going to have to go with Dick and Bubba to win.
Dick and Bubba to win. Very,
You don't
very nice.
say that
Dick and
right.
Bubba,
Yes.
according to Amy Vanderbilt's complete book of etiquette, what is the proper thing to... Did you read Amy Vanderbilt's...
I did.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's looking at.
Yeah, it wasn't the same name, but I read the book.
What is the proper thing to do when someone burps in your face?
Just slap him. That would.
Kill him.
Hang him.
No. You'd say, excuse me and turn away.
Excuse me
No,
and
walk
turn away,
from
Carla.
it. Turn and walk away.
Is that your answer? Excuse me and turn
No,
away?
I'm going to disagree.
Good for you. She says ignore it. Circle gets the square. You have won the game. Very nice. We have a tie game, a tie show. We'll be right back after this to see who's going to finally get a chance at one of those cars. We'll be right back. A tie. Very good. Welcome back. In case we don't get to complete our last game, at the sound of the horn, we spare no expense. We'll finish that question, and each X and O on the board will be worth $100 in cold cash. Let's get going. Carla, your turn to start.
I'm going to start with Burt.
Burt, we haven't talked to you since the Johnny Carson days.
Yes.
Burt, what is it Dolly Parton recently did in her hometown in Tennessee that brought her more pleasure than she'd had in years?
She built a breast slide. 128 guys fit down her breast. Now, she's a friend of mine.
Yes?
You wouldn't know that by the last
Good answer, Bert.
She is a friend of mine.
Yes?
And I know she built a place called Dollywood.
He says Dollywood, Carla. Would you believe that man?
No, I wouldn't. I'm going to disagree.
You should have. It's called Dollywood. He knows her. He's trying to help you. X gets the square. $100 on the board. Go ahead, Steve. Let's try to make some money on the board.
Okay, Dom's been good so far. Let's go back to him.
Okay.
Dom, this is a visual cue, Dom, a clue. Dom, you've got a visual clue right next to you. Pick up the tray behind your desk. What you see are ingredients for a popular Italian dish. Now, you have to show us what it is.
What is that,
Burt
Dom?
Reynolds' tongue.
No.
Sorry, Burt. Sorry, Burt.
It's an Italian dish.
Yes, it's got this string here,
Yes.
and there's some cheese. Now, this is you place this on your eye,
No.
and then you wrap this up. and
No,
you
no.
I know what it is. What you do is, it's just very simple. You put a little cheese in here, you
Yes.
roll this up, and then you wrap it with a string, and then when you finish...
Just
Wait,
like
a
Mom
minute.
used to make.
Just a minute. Does that look appetizing?
Yes?
And then, it's Italian, it's called braciole.
Braciole. Can you show us the finished product there? To see
This
what
is the finished product. I'd rather not. Thanks so much for playing You Bet Your Life.
All right, he says it's called braciole, Steve. Now, this man is Italian by heritage. He should know about Italian food. He says braciole.
I guess he does know about Italian food. I'll agree.
Good for you. X gets a square. It's called braciole. Something new on the Hollywood Square. Over to you, Carla. Let's get some more money on the board.
I'm going to try. I'm going to go with Lonnie to block.
Lonnie to block.
Okay.
Lonnie, one of the hottest selling toys this season is Big John Stud. What is he?
Fabulous. Oh. I think a mercenary soldier.
A mercenary soldier, Carla. This would be for the block.
You know, I think I'm going to disagree with that.
Good for you. You've got the block. He's a wrestling superstar action figure. He's a wrestling superstar, yeah. Circle gets a square. Over to you, Steve.
Okay, I will go with Steve Landesberg.
Steve Landesberg.
Yes, sir.
Steve.
Yes, John.
Your mother showed up. The U.S. Department of Transportation, Steve, tells us this is the airplane inconvenience that air travelers complain about most. What is it?
I believe I lost 500 pieces of luggage one trip, John. I was on my way to Texas.
To Texas?
And my luggage was missing. And I had women in the luggage and, you know...
What were you doing in Texas?
I don't know, John. I think lost luggage.
He says lost luggage, Steve.
I will agree.
No, cancel or delayed flights. I would have said lost luggage. And Circle gets that
sorry.
square. Over to you, Carla.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to go with Marla Gibbs to
Good
win.
for the win. Marla, you are introduced to a living creature which cleans itself by rolling around in the dust. What is it?
Gotta be Dudley Moore in 10. Spider?
A spider. With conviction, she says spider, Carla.
No, I'm going to disagree.
Good for you. You've won the game. It's a horse. Circle gets a square. $500. Well, Steve, you've won $500. You did very, very well. Say
you
hello
very
to those
much,
high
John.
school students. Teach some good physics. And thanks for being on the Hollywood Squares.
My pleasure.
Stick around for just a minute because, Carla, I've got some good news. Not only have you won $1,000 on the show, but I told you about that new twist to Hollywood Squares this time. These are the keys to just one of those Ford motor cars down there, only one. If you can find the right car, choose the right car, in just a minute, you'll get a chance to try them in that ignition and maybe drive home with one of our celebrities and that brand new car. We'll be right back to see which car she chooses. Stay with us. Well, Carla, did you ever think that you'd get this far? Here you are in this beautiful car next to the celebrity, but she's chosen Burt Reynolds as her good luck celebrity.
Whoa.
What a guy. What a car. And she's chosen this beautiful Mustang. Shadow Stevens, tell us about it.
It's the sporty Mustang LX convertible, a rare blend of balanced power and style. Sophisticated performance for the demanding driver, the 1986 Mustang LX by Ford.
Okay, good luck to our winner. Carla, you have the key, yes, and now it's in the ignition, and on the count of 3, would you turn the key, please? Let's see if you drive home with Burt and the Mustang. It's a porno that they used to show, Burt
and the Mustang, yeah.
Is everybody ready? 1, 2, 3, turn the key. Thank you, Johnny Carson. We'll see you tomorrow